Hello everybody, it's Gerard from GH Immigration Services in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I am going to do, like I said, that I would do an update today when I got more information on this new public policy and how it's going to be put in place compared to the last one. So anyways, I have the updates now and I can sit there and let everybody know what they are. Like I said, probably most of the things did not change from last year, but there are a few additions that you need to know when you're looking at applying for this program. Let's start from the beginning. Like I said before, this is for individuals who had either work permits that expired in 2024, since May of 2024, and that are expiring in 2024 up to December 31st of this year. So they've given the whole year. But there's one thing you need to know about that. In the small print, it talks about they can limit the amount of individuals, so they can cancel this program at any time throughout the year to cap if they decide they want to do that. The other thing you need to know is if you had a work permit that's expiring here in 2025, you cannot apply for this extension letter or the support letter until you are a minimal of 45 days out from expiration, or if you already have one that's expired in 2025, then you're able to apply under the program now. So, based on what they said, is you need to hold a valid work permit in 2025 or held a valid on May 7, 2024 that has expired. The key to this, though, is making sure that you are still in status. So it means if you are on a visitor record or some kind of other maintained status, then you're available to work with this. It does not limit it to just people that are on PGWPs. It limits it or anything like that. It's not saying that LMIAs are exempt for this policy or whatever. It just states work permits. So I imagine that both LMIA applicants are able to apply for it. I'm not sure what the results will be. If they will give a support letter, but likely they will, and be able to apply for it under this program as well. Some of the other key things that you really need to know is, A, you need an expression of interest that has in the portal since January 15th of 2025. So if you put an expression of interest after January 15, 2025, you will not qualify. So you have to have a valid expression of interest under MPNP at the time. You also have had to be living in Manitoba prior to January the 15th, 2025. So if you didn't express an interest and you weren't living in the province, that will disqualify you as well. So you also have to have an employer that is willing to give you a letter to allow you a letter of support to be able to apply for the extension letter as well. And you intend to stay in Manitoba. So when applying, you're going to require the following documents. You're going to need the letter of support from employer. You're going to need to show a work permit that was either valid on May the 2nd, 2024, or a valid work permit after that date as well. You're also going to have to show your expression of interest or your application report that shows the date that was submitted prior to January the 15th, 2025. The other good thing about it is this policy is going right through to December 31st. So unless they do cut off, which like I said, they have the right to be able to cut the program off anytime during the year. They have that right if there's too many applicants in it, or if they decide they want to stop it at that point, they will. So this is something that is another thing that you need to understand at this point. Anyways, these are the key issues that you need to know. Remember, no applications prior to 45 days if your work permit is still valid. Do not send it in before. They'll just ignore it. Make sure you get all the documents in. You'll be submitting it through the portal that they list here. You'll be able to see that probably tomorrow, where you're going to be able to upload those documents. So that allows you to be able to send in under the policy, get the support letter, then you're able to file for the extension of your work permit going forward. Anyways, it's Gerard from GH Immigration Services in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I do want to say one other thing. I have a brand new app that's being released in the next few days. Right now it's in its final things. We updated the old app, got rid of it, but we're getting a brand new app with a bunch of the calculators in it and a bunch of other information. It'll have daily updates. The information, a lot of that's in there right now is old. You don't have, but it will. They're just using it to be able to get into the new app and get it started. But it will be updating it daily as well. So that'll be a new one that'll be available. I will do a presentation on it once it's released as well. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you find this informative. Have yourself a wonderful day.